keep it real with ya.
Hey everybody, it's me, Minu. Sadie, what? Sadie, wait. Y'all see her? She just kind of creeping in the corner like I don't know what she wants. Are you mad at me? Do you need something? Okay. Well, I guess we just gonna continue with the video. But I just want to say thank you everybody for watching the video I made about Sadie last week. It was very hard to edit because I'm not like a great editor. So I really appreciated the views and the love and support. But something that I didn't mention in the video that I kind of want to make sure I tell you guys, because this is how my life is. I'm actually allergic to cats. And I didn't know this at first. So like I mentioned in the last video, I've always wanted a cat. My family hate cats. They're dog people, so we always ended up, you know, being around dogs. And I didn't get Sadie until last year, right around COVID time. And when I first got her, everything was fine. Because I mean, I've cat sitted for people before. You know, I've been over my friend's house. She has like 3 cats. I actually went to someone's house before where they had like 10 neighborhood cats. So I've always been around cats, just not in like a super, you know, high amount. And I did, when I was looking for cats, I did go to like cat rescue places and cat shelters where the cats were just running around everywhere and I had no problem whatsoever. So I never thought that I would be allergic. And then when I got Sadie, I was completely fine. I was happy. We were good. And then I would say probably I got Sadie in March. Around May, I started to get sick all the time. And I didn't know why. So I went to the doctor. They tested me for COVID. Didn't have it. They gave me like, you know, the little steroid shot and stuff. They were like, you probably just got a sinus infection. Here's some steroids, antibiotics, whatever. Did that. I was fine. I was fine the whole summer, no problems. And then suddenly in the fall, I'm sick again. So in my mind, it was not Sadie, because if it was, I would have been sick from the second I got her. So in the fall, I'm sick again. I get another COVID test and it comes back negative. Both times it came back negative. They gave me stuff for a sinus infection, but it wasn't working. And then I went to an allergy doctor because I wanted to, like, the ear, nose, throat doctor. So I wanted to be like, what the hell's going on? And then she was like, it's probably just your sinuses. She looked up there. She was like, yeah, we'll do it like a head scan or whatever. It's probably just your sinuses, but here's some allergy meds and all of that stuff and some steroids and everything. So she gave me those and I was good. Everything went away. I was fine. I stopped doing the allergy stuff. And then I got sick again. And I was like, okay, something's obviously wrong, because I started noticing that I was sicker when I was in the house than when I was outside of the house. So I was like, well, something in the house is making me sick. So I just figured it was like dust, mold, whatever. I mean, I am in an apartment. That stuff kind of like adds up. So I was like, oh, it must be that. But I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I was going to these doctors. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And it got to the point where they were like, we want to figure it out. We don't want to just keep giving you drugs. So I kind of suffered for a while up until this year around January, towards the end of January, so really more like February. I finally went to an allergy doctor after my insurance situation cleared up, and they tested me for everything. And after the test was over, the woman, like, I told her, I said, look, I got a cat. I was never sick before. Like, I never get sick. I never get sick. I hate being congested. I don't go around a lot of people. You know, if I have a cold or something, I stay at home, but I rarely even get colds. And I was like, well, I know it's not my cat. It's just not. It's not my cat. So figure out what else it is. Might be mold, might be dust, might be, you know, some special bug that's in my apartment that I don't know about, whatever. But it ain't her. And I told them that, because I was like, if you say it's my cat, we're going to have a problem. And so afterwards, like even before the test was over, she had already tested me for the cat, and she was like, ma'am, you are allergic to cats. I was like, you lying. You lying. Bring the regular doctor in here. You lying. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't allergic to no damn cats. Please. No, I'm about to be a cat lady, okay? I'm looking into my next cat. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not. I'm not allergic to cats. Whatever. Bring the other lady in here. So the other lady comes in. They have this little sheet of showing all the things that I'm allergic to, and pretty much saying I was allergic to everything. I was like, oh, you allergic to grass, trees, mold, dust, bugs. You're kind of allergic to horses. I was like, what the fuck? How am I allergic to everything? In my whole life, I've never had allergic reactions to anything. Like, what is this? Y'all playing. But then she was like, but I'm super allergic to cats and dust mites, which I kind of heard of dust mites, but I was like, yeah, it ain't that dusty in my apartment. Like, what you mean? And that's when I learned about the whole pillows and sheets thing. When I was like, okay, that makes sense. But she was like, no, you super allergic to cats. And I was like, you lying. You lying. Because if I was super allergic to cats, I think I would have noticed by now if I was allergic to cats. And she's like, you are allergic to cats. And I was like, so what we gonna do? Because Sadie ain't going nowhere. You got me fucked up if you think Sadie going somewhere. So what we about to do to make it so I'm not allergic to cats no more? And she was telling me all this stuff. She was like, yeah, so don't pet your cat and don't let them sleep with you and keep them locked in another room. I was like, I'm not doing any of that. What's plan B? What's plan B? Because my Sadie, she likes to lay on my chest and she likes to sit on my lap and I pet her and I hug her and, you know, I give a little Eskimo kisses. Like, no, I'm not putting her in another room. What I get a cat for, she gonna be in the other room all the damn time. She here for me. So I was so upset, by the way, like these poor white women, I was so upset. I was like, bro, you lying to me right now. I'm not allergic. Like, why? If I was allergic, I would have been sick the whole time that I had her, but I was only sick every now and then. And they were saying, well, you're allergic to so many other things, and maybe just around certain seasons, they all just kind of hit you at the same time. I was like, okay, cool. So what's plan B? Because I'm not getting rid of Sadie. Because she was like, well, you might have to get rid of your cat. I'm so sorry. I was like, bitch, no, I'm not getting rid of her. If anything, I'm getting another one. So we better figure this out. Come on, you the doctor. Come on, where the drugs? You know, give me the meds. And she was like, well, you know, you've taken these meds in the past before and they didn't really work for you. So I think you should get allergy shots. And I was like, okay, so I get 1 shot, 2 shots, how many shots until I'm not allergic to cats anymore? And she basically explained to me the way they was going to do it was like 4 shots a week. Cause it had to have everything that I'm allergic to. So it was like 4 shots a week for several months. And then it would be 4 shots every 2 weeks, and then 4 shots every month, and like all that stuff over the course of like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And I was like, what? First of all, I don't even fuck with needles like that. It was hard enough getting the COVID vaccine. I don't even fuck with needles. What you talking about? 4 shots a week, 4, 5 years? No. And she was like, and then you can't stop after 3 years. Some people get better and then they stop and then they get sick again. You have to go the whole 5 years. And then it was gonna cost me money. Every shot costs money, first of all, because I got shitty insurance. And then it was like, if I do the shot, if I go in to get the shot, it costs more money because I have to pay the doctor. And if I get the shot at home, you know, I just have to constantly give myself shots so many times a week. I will forget. I already take so many damn meds. I can't even keep track of all the damn pills I take. You want me to keep track of how many times I'm supposed to be sticking myself? And it's not even a fun thing to do. I was like, no, ma'am. And then I cannot afford the cost of all these damn shots and going to you, because she was like, first few times you got to go to me anyway so I can show you how to do it and everything like that. And I was like, what's the other option? And she was like, there's no other option. This is the only way for you to like become immune to her. I was like, there ain't no pills I could take that would do the same thing. And she's like, no, we got to inject it directly into you to help you build up an immune response to the cat. And I was like, well, what if I just do it naturally? Like, won't I just get immune naturally by having her around? And I was like, oh, some people think that, but it also could get really worse. And I was like, man, look, I'm gonna get back to you on that because it costs so much money to get these shots. I thought I'd get back to her on that. I left the place. I was like, man, you got me fucked up. I called my mom. She was like, so are you allergic to Sadie? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, man, I don't think she felt that bad. But she was like, man, oh, I feel so bad for you. I'm sorry. And I was like, Mom, I don't know what you're sorry about because Sadie ain't going nowhere. If anything, she gonna be having a little sister or brother. So that ain't nothing to feel sorry about. You know, this is a minor setback, but I have friends who are allergic to cats, and they are much, much more sick. Like, they can't even be around people who own cats. That's how sick they are. And this doctor telling me that I'm super allergic to cats? Really? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I want a third opinion. I want a 15th opinion. But so I went into my, like, I'm in a bunch of ACE groups. I went into one of my ACE cat groups, and I was like, help you guys, I'm allergic to cats. Like, what do I do? Because Sadie ain't going nowhere. So, like, what do I do to make it so I'm not sick all the time? And they were telling me all types of things. They were like, air purifiers, vacuum regularly, take allergy meds. A lot of people say take Claritin. I was like, okay. And then I was like reaching out to other people. They was like this thing called Allergic, which I actually bought. And you're supposed to like wash your cat with it. That reduces the dander on their fur, so then when their fur sheds, it doesn't get, you know, make you sick. So I was using that worked a little bit. I was taking like allergy meds, and then I actually called the allergy doctor and said, I'm not doing the shots, so can I have some pills? And so they called me in some allergy meds, and then I was doing nasal sprays. So I was taking all of those, and those was like keeping me sane. The biggest problem was going to sleep, because I sleep with Sadie on my bed. She's either on the pillow next to me, or she's like directly on me on my lap. So she's always sleeping with me. So I was like, between her and the dust mites and my pillows, they were saying that that's probably because those are the two things that I'm most allergic to. I'm also allergic to roaches. And I actually love that, because now I have a reason not to go over certain people's houses. But that's beside the point. But they were like, since you're super allergic to dust mites and cat fur, it's likely that that's why you have such trouble sleeping now, because you can't breathe because it's all over you. So I bought these 2 big air purifiers actually recently, and I've started Sadie on this Purina Live Clear type of cat food. And it's supposed to, you know, reduce the dander or the allergen in her saliva. So then when she licks herself, she has less allergens that get in the air. Between all of that, I've been doing pretty well. I still struggle at night with sleeping. But with the air purifiers, the Live Clear, the Allerpet, and every now and then I take allergy medication, whether it's like sinus stuff or Zyrtec or just some regular allergy stuff that I get from Kroger. I've been managing. I mean, obviously I would like to be able to breathe most of the time. I'm not one of them people who just breathe out of one nose at a time. Like, I found out there are people like that, and they just live their life like that. No, I breathe out of both my nostrils. I have anxiety. I need as much oxygen as I can get. Say, what are you doing? Say, what are you doing? You got something you want to say? You trying to do something? Okay, well, she wanted to go up there. Say, everybody. As per usual, stealing all the attention and glory out of my video. Anyway. But with those, I've been able to manage. I would obviously like to be not allergic to cats, because at some point I'm going to get another cat. But I just really can't afford all these shots. And also, I plan to move sometime soon. So I don't know what you going to be delivering the shots in the mail. Like, I don't understand how all that's going to work. So I didn't want to deal with all that. And even with everything that I've bought, as far as the air purifiers and the food and all of that stuff, it still is cheaper than getting those shots and less painful, because shots hurt. I don't want to do that. I take care of my health so I don't have to have some kind of issue or disease where I have to get shots all the time. But yeah, man, I'm allergic to Sadie, and I still love her, and I still give her, you know, I don't like kiss her with my mouth. That's weird. But, you know, I still give her like little Eskimo kisses. I still cuddle her. She still lays on my chest. You know, she's not going anywhere. Like I said in the last video, she ain't going nowhere. Whether she gets another sibling or not, she ain't going nowhere. She's going everywhere that I'm going. Sorry about that. But she's going everywhere that I'm going, and it sucks to actually be allergic to her, but I'm not as allergic to her as other people are allergic to cats. And Sadie sheds a lot. Like a lot. Like, for a short hair cat, she shed like a long hair cat, and it's very frustrating. I have to lint roll everything. Even after I groom her, I have to lint roll everything. So, yes, Sadie. She don't want that. She been meowing at me all day. But, yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up and let y'all know that, like, it ain't all sweet over here. I'm still dealing with, in addition to all my other health problems, I have to have allergies now. I do think that having Sadie around all the time has kind of weakened my immune system, because it seems like I'm more prone to having reactions from other things. Like I said, I'm allergic to everything. Trees, grass, mold, roaches, everything. And around the time, like, pollen is really bad right now. And I usually never have any reaction to pollen, but all of a sudden I'm like having a reaction to all the pollen in the air. So I'm thinking that having her around all the time is like attacking my immune system to where it's like getting weaker. So I just started taking women's vitamins and doing elderberry syrup and, you know, just to strengthen my immune system. I still drink green tea every day. Like I said, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. I don't give a fuck. You know, how sick I get, I'm gonna make it work for Sadie, who's right now running around. What are you doing? Why are you so hyped? Shouldn't you be in bed right now? Shouldn't you be asleep? She just trying to get into everything. But what? Say no, Sadie. No, Sadie. Stop it. Why are you like that? Move. Get your ear. You want to be in the camera? You want to be in the camera? Say hello to everybody. All right, y'all. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Thanks for putting up with me and putting up with Sadie. I just wanted to get this quick video out to let y'all know how everything's been going. But I really do appreciate the support. I appreciate all the comments you guys have. I love you guys. You're awesome. And, you know, I hope I can keep making videos that are helping you guys, or either at the very least entertaining you guys. But until then, I'll see you next week. I love you guys. Bye.